All right. Hey, loves. It's your girl, Xaviana, coming at you with them actual factuals on relationships with another episode of What Would Zay Say? Joining me is Miss Sai, Harmonize and Heal with Sai.
Yes, blessings, peace, love, and healing. This is Sai with Harmonize and Heal.
All right. I also got DJ Tiny over there.
Yeah, how you doing? What's good? How you feeling?
Hey, everybody calls me Steals the Great.
Right.
Shout out to Xavier.
I love it. I
Shout out
love
to your
it.
show. We
All
appreciate
right.
you. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
You're ready. Yep.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
So, all right. I have a little story for y'all before we get into this.
Okay.
Now, I was involved with somebody who I deeply cared for a long time. I did a lot for this person. I went out of my way for this person all the time. And the last time I spoke to this person was in August of last year. And then about a month ago, we ran into each other and had a little moment, like I'm happy to see you kind of moment. Which brings me to my first question of, does going back to your ex make you weak?
No, it does
No?
not. It doesn't make you weak, right? It make you indecisive.
Interesting choice of word. I guess it depends on the situation, because some relationships do need time apart, experience other things before you can really figure out if you need a person in your life, how you feel about that person.
Well,
Going back to your
exactly.
ex doesn't always show a sign of weakness, like you're just settling.
But it depends on how you broke up.
It
What
also,
was it? Yeah, I'm sorry. What was it that made you break up? What was the beginning of that breakup? Because if that breakup was crazy, then you going back to him after what he did was wrong does make you weak.
Okay.
But I also look at it like it depends on how much time you really put in. You know what I mean? When you say an ex, like how long was the relationship? Was it years? Like a year, 2 years?
Well, I was involved with this person for 7 years.
Okay, so 7 years. That doesn't make you weak, like you just said, man. Sometimes you need time away from a person. You know what I mean? Especially you've been with them for 7 years. No relationship is perfect. No relationship is ever going to be perfect. You know, you're going to always go through trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? It actually makes your relationship stronger. So, no, it doesn't make you weak. It just
Right.
means that sometimes you need time away to get your mind and your thoughts together.
Well, the word relationships and situationships, they're all thrown around differently. I like to
Exactly.
use the word being involved with someone, because you can be involved with someone and not be committed to each other. Or
Did you have an open relationship?
no, I did
Okay,
not. But
so-
we were off and on for
Y'all
7 years.
was off and on.
For
So
7
that's why I
years.
that's
For
why I
7
say
years.
involved. Yes.
Okay, so
So that was a lot.
7 years. It wasn't an off and on.
It was off and on.
It was off and on.
Yes.
Did he cheat? Did he do something? What was the reason of the breakup? Completely.
And he kept showing me how irresponsible he was, because in the midst of all of it, he had a baby with somebody else.
Oh,
So
you gotta get low. Yeah, you gotta get low. I mean, when you bring another child into the world on somebody, that's like the ultimate level of I don't care
Disrespect,
and
yeah.
disrespect. So
That's the ultimate level.
that just says that those 7 years didn't mean much to that person. You know what I mean? In all honesty, that's like the ultimate. Like, do you think that he would have stayed with you if you had a child
Hell
and left?
no.
I mean, I did have a baby 3 years ago, but me and him were not involved
Yeah,
at
but
the
y'all weren't
time.
involved. Nah,
So,
but
right.
if you, like during the time that y'all had y'all situation or whatever the case may be, if you
Your
would have had a
involvement.
child, yeah, if you would have had a child, do you think that he would have stuck around and be like, all right, I'm gonna tough it out with you?
Honestly, I don't even know. But something was causing him to keep coming back around. Even a month ago, when we ran into each other, he didn't have to say anything at all.
Well, then you know what that is. I mean, that's a certain connection that y'all have. I mean, I don't know if it's a physical thing. You know, sometimes people are just attracted to one another physically, and some people are content with that.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So when he, was with another woman and had a child, were you both together?
We were not in a committed relationship at the time, but we were involved.
You sound like you making excuses for him.
I'm not trying to.
Well, no, this
I
is
mean,
important to be
Yeah, it
clear on,
is.
because
It
if they were not committed at the time and they both were choosing to do their own thing and try to move forward, and he started seeing someone else, and to whatever extent that relationship grew with that other person, and they were physical, and then they ended up You know what I mean? Like, things happen
No.
when you're growing with the person.
No, she said that they were involved with each other, right? Off and on for 7 years, right? So more than likely, she was into him deeply, and he was the one that was acting up. Did he do things like, yo, I call you whenever I call you, disappear for weeks at a time, and everything
Yeah.
like
Okay.
that?
I will admit
Alright,
I
context.
put up with too much that I
Right,
shouldn't
so you
have.
put up with, So the answer to that question right there is no, you should not be going back to him. Period. Let him be.
Yeah.
You go ahead and move on.
Ever.
Because that dude never had respect from you from the beginning. And I'm telling you this as a guy. If I called you when I felt like calling you, that means, yo, you know what? I got her. You know what? I'm bored. Let me pick. Yo, what's up? What you doing? You know what? I'm going to come by. See you. Boom. Disappear for a couple of weeks, then call you back again. Like, yo, what's up? What you doing? What's going on?
And then you also got to look at it from a deeper aspect. And I know that you're a very sharp girl. You think beyond. You know what I mean? Like, that man had unprotected sex with somebody. Put a seed in them. You never know what that person's situation is. It's all types of sexually transmitted diseases out here.
Right.
And then he comes back to you. Like, you know what I mean? You got to think along those levels. I mean, that's the first thing I'm going to think about. Like, oh, you let somebody tap raw? Oh, God. Like, you know
So
what I
what
mean?
is the best way to get over a breakup? Because just letting go is easier said than done.
Absolutely.
It takes time.
Time is the best. It's no easy way out of that.
Nah.
Especially when you really truly in love with somebody, there's no easy way out of that except for time. And then the whole thing is they would say, go look for somebody else. The best way to get over another person is to get with another person, but you still got the baggage coming from that relationship going into that. So it might be bitter. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is just clear your mind, take your time, and get over it.
And fall in love with yourself. Like, just that journey of self-healing, I feel like that's when that is really important.
I'm going to tell you, man. For me, that saying, they say hurt people hurt people. I heard a lot of people. I heard a lot of people when I was trying to get over my situation. I was with somebody for 8 years. You know what I mean? I done proposed to them. All of that. You know what I mean? And my way of getting over it was, I'm going to go out. I'm going to meet other people. And, you know, I got to meet some really nice people, and I ended up hurting them along the way because I was afraid to commit to somebody else because I still was holding on to the fact, like, yo, I might want to get back with this person. You know what I mean? So hurt people at the end of the day. May not mean nothing by it. And to this day, I still feel bad about some of the people that I hurt because they was good people. You know what I mean? But that's how some people get over it. You know what I mean? Like, you just get it out of your system, like, meet other people. For guys, for me, I always wanted to be out so I could keep my mind off of that person. But then when I felt myself getting too deep into something, I would just pull back. You know what I mean? Because I was afraid to commit to somebody else knowing that I still have feelings for somebody that I dealt with for so long, especially when you're used to something. You know what I mean?
I stayed out of Brooklyn.
What does that mean?
I stayed out of Brooklyn for a whole year. Do you know how big Brooklyn is? I used to live in Brooklyn, but you know how big Brooklyn is? To stay out of Brooklyn for a whole year because I didn't want to run into that person that broke my heart. So I stayed out of Brooklyn. I'm telling you these are facts. I'm going to be real with you. This is just what it is. And in order for you to understand what true love is, you got to be real with yourself and be able to express it to others.
Right, because I did discuss in a previous episode the difference between settling and actually being happy.
Yeah.
And settling is something I've been seeing a lot lately, although people don't like to admit it, but the signs are there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, without question.
Definitely settle.
And this is when you got to start to look at yourself, right? You quick to tell other people advice, but why won't you take the advice that you're giving other people to yourself?
Right.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
We give great advice.
So the way you do it, right, is you act like there's another person there that's doing what you're going through, and then you give that advice to that person, and at the same time you giving that advice at that person, you take your own advice, because when you know when somebody's being done wrong on the outside, it's easy for somebody on the outside to tell them, yo, man, he's doing you dirty, he's doing this and doing that. But then tell that to the person that's in love. They don't see that. They're not trying to hear you. They caught up. So until they go see themselves, that's when they're gonna have to take their own advice. That's what's going on. Don't settle because you look like you should not be settling for nothing.
Well, thank you.
Nothing.
Well, that's why I talk about how vulnerable women are, because I've seen, women get in relationships with people who don't like their children, which is, another issue.
Let me tell you something about kids. Kids is the most natural people on this earth, right? They don't know how to lie, and they got this certain gift about them when somebody don't feel right when they not around them. Right. You better look at your kid. If they around somebody and they not feeling them when they young or whatever or something like that, something is telling them that this person is not right.
The person may not like the kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a whole different dynamic.
Well, that's true. That's true. And if the person don't like the kid, the person don't like you.
That's a fact. It's a package deal.
It's a package deal. They being in love with you, they're gonna be in love with your kid.
Right, because in certain situations, it's women feel like it's difficult. Like if she's middle-aged and has a bunch of little kids, she's like, I'm not as attractive as I used to be. Who's gonna want me? It gets to a point where she's like, I'll just take what I can get because she doesn't want to be single or alone, that's which is sad.
That's a whole nother issue. Yeah,
I need to ask you
self-esteem.
Right, when you was talking about running into your old flame, I saw your face lit up.
Interesting.
I did. I'm looking at you as you was talking about the guy that you dealing with 7 years and you just happened to run into him and stuff. Your face lit up. Right? You still in love with this guy?
I do still have deep feelings for this person.
Oh, okay.
And I guess that time will wait because I told you the last time I seen and spoke to him was in August of last year. And then a month ago, we just happened to run into each other. So I'm thinking, does that mean something?
I mean, did something happen when you ran into him?
No, actually, we were driving, so it's funny. We seen each other. All right. We seen each other on a highway.
So God was talking to you. Yeah, God was talking to you. He was like, "Yo, keep it moving."
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just what.
That's a test.
Let me tell you something, man. Women is the backbone of life to me.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the women are the backbone of life. Y'all go through so much to be dealing with what's going on in these days and times and stuff like that. Because these guys out here right now are not being real. They not all guys, but a great percentage of them is just telling lies and they something that they not or whatever. My thing to you is love yourself, like she said earlier. Love yourself, be happy with yourself, and watch how everything just starts stacking into place. For you know it, that right man is just going to just fall into your face, and you like, wow, you didn't even know it happened like that.
Well, I say it in pretty much every episode. I swing both ways, so I'm open to guys and ladies. I'm not picky. So.
Okay.
Wait, can I say something?
That's why you're here.
Yeah, so
Love it.
Here's my thing, right? So in that journey of self-love and healing and that person aligning with you in your life and meeting you where you're at, essentially, how do you discern, like, say you still are triggered with traumas of the past, of trusting, and so when that person shows up, you're like, you might still be holding on to, like, should I trust this person? Is this too good to be true?
All right, now let me tell you.
Gut.
Yeah, true, that's true. But
go
let me
with
tell
your gut.
you.
Your gut never lies.
But let me tell you the thing about the trust thing, right? You trust everybody until they give you a reason not to trust them. Because if you keep going into relationships not trusting, you're going to be cheating yourself out of something that could be something big because you can't trust. So you trust the person until they give you a reason not to trust them, especially if you're starting off in something or whatever. Because when you go back, when you keep living in the past, you'll be blind to your future. So whatever happens in the past, you use that as a learning experience, and you just keep moving.
There are only two people that I actually claim to be like really like in love with and have deep feelings for. And the moment I knew I was in love with the first one, it's funny because I was in the bathroom and he was standing outside the door and he had a mouth full of food, and he was talking to me, and I understood everything he said perfectly. So
love.
I was like, it was like I couldn't see him, I couldn't read his lips. I like he was behind the door, but I understood everything he said perfectly. So I'm like, we definitely connect. And that was after a few years of us being involved. I'm not quick to say I love you or I'm in love with somebody right away. So I know.
Not me either. Trust me. In
Yeah.
fact, the last time I've been in love was what? 96.
That's crazy.
90, meaning that kind of love that puts you on that high, like that kind of love where I'm not looking at nobody. Ain't nobody interests me. That's it. I'm just focused on that person. I haven't had that since 96.
Wow. Well, your time will come when.
Are you laughing at,
Nah,
man?
nothing, man.
I'm waiting for him to say
96?
something. Boy, 96.
That's like
Jeez. Like everybody's face is like, I think I was in the 8th grade.
Yo.
I was a junior in high school in 96. No, I'm lying to
I
my
was
breath
like 4
stink.
years
I was
old.
sucking
Nah,
on breast
nah,
milk
nah.
in 96.
Wow.
Nah, I was a freshman in college. God damn.
I'm saying,
Said
man, but
96.
it's facts though. These
Dang.
All right, now let me making him feel some type of way. So
Ah.
let's go on down.
Nah,
a bit.
I'm
All
good.
the time.
Nah, trust me, I'm good. Nah, I don't feel no
God
type of way.
damn.
I'm good.
Stop.
Well, that was something good that I got out of my 2020 experience. Since I had a lot of time to sit back and relax and I had a lot of me time, I used my 2020 experience to start to work on my mental health. I started working on my self-esteem. I started this podcast last year, which I used
out.
to express
Congratulations.
myself.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I guess, that was a good thing about the whole quarantine. People didn't use that time to get in touch with their inner self. Then I don't know what you got out of your
That's a
2020
fact.
experience.
So
Yeah, if you didn't come out of 2020 a better person than you are today, then
Yup,
yeah, you wasted
absolutely.
a lot of time.
Mm,
That's a fact.
they stuck in 2020.
Yeah.
So what kind of practices did you incorporate in order to really tune into your inner self?
I started to listen to affirmations because I felt like that would definitely help. Because growing up, I didn't really have much self-esteem or confidence, especially, being a brown-skinned girl, which is not easy because society looked at you in a certain way. I started saying no, which I know is definitely a big thing, either in relationships or with the real world. So that's something I've been working on recently, saying no to something you don't need nor want to do. And it feels good. So despite the outcome that comes from it, I might get some negative comments, people rolling their eyes, calling me names, but it's better for me.
what? Because you said no.
Because I said no to something I don't need nor want to do. And I've had a hard time with that
Can
all
I-
throughout my
can
life.
I-
Like,
Saying
let's
no
say
is
in relationships, how do you know when to say no, or how often you should say no, or should you say yes more often because you're in a relationship with that person?
What about yeah? But no. What about you just being you? Immediately, I ask you a question. You want to do that? No. Simple.
Yes,
You
and
being
then
you.
how much is that person gonna take if you saying no before they say
But-
I'm
but-
done?
But it's the
I'm
reason why
saying-
you saying no. They can't
Yeah,
get upset at
they-
you for saying no. If you say no, no is no. You know what I mean? Like, eventually you're going to say yes. But if you're just saying no just to say no, then you trying to push the person away then. You know what I mean? Depending on what that no is.
Right. Or how you saying that no? Like, what crazy thing he wanted you to do for you to say, like, no, I'm not doing
Like,
that
yo, I
crazy.
have a threesome with
no.
me and my friend. Nah.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Yo, be yourself. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. If a person can't be with you because of who you are, then you don't need to be with that person. You be you. You don't like doing something? No, I don't want to do it. You like doing something? Yeah, I do that. That's it. Real simple. Be
But even
you.
if it's somebody that you're not in a relationship with, like say it's something at work and
so,
your
yeah, no is
your
no.
boss is trying to get you to do something you
that's
shouldn't be doing,
Oh,
and at work it's risky too.
No.
Because
damn. Well, what would
No.
your boss be asking you to do that's
Yeah, that's risky.
risky? Like,
I'm a union delegate at my job.
Oh, boy.
They
There
can't
you
make
go.
you do something that you don't want to do.
union talk.
If it's not in your union, if it's not in your
Contract.
right, your contract. Nah, I'm saying like your
Moral code.
That too.
Your job description?
Job description. There, I'm
Okay.
glad you got. I had a block right there. If it's not in your
Yeah.
job description, no. See, the whole thing is,
Boy.
all right. If they ask you to do something, it's not compromising, like he said, your morals, or it's not jeopardizing your life or something like that when it comes to your job. Okay, a little bit, but it really depends on what it is. If it's not in your job description, don't let them take advantage of you like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they ask you that one thing that is not dealing with your job description, they're going to turn around and ask you something else.
I feel like a lot of people are, I don't want to say victims, but a lot of people experience that with just compromising their own values and beliefs off the strength of like just wanting to appease to other people.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Especially in relationships and in the workplace, as she said as well, but especially in relationships.
well,
They see you coming with that Mashoud, they like, all right, let me just be easy.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Word to mother. They ain't even gonna try it.
Yeah.
Peace be with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty
Nah, let me
much.
stop. Yeah.
The easiest thing to do, and I say it again, is be yourself.
100%.
That's it. Just
And
be
the world
yourself.
will adjust.
That's
And
a fact.
They will have to adjust. And if a person can't accept for who you are, then they
It
don't
ain't
need
for
to
you.
be with you. They don't need to be around you.
100%.
Because I remember when I was 17, I had my hair cut like T-Boz from TLC. And when I came into school with that, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you are so brave. I love your hair. Because number one, like having short hair at that age is a big thing. And number two, especially for a brown skin or a dark skin girl, it's another thing because
Why are you so hung up on that brown
that's
skin?
not me, that's society.
No,
Society.
I'm thinking like, is
Because-
this your
Colorism.
experience?
Yeah,
so like
yeah,
what you
yeah.
felt
Like-
and what you've been through.
Yes, it is. So because,
Colorism.
yes, so
What,
because,
you
Talk
always
about
grew
it.
up in the Hamptons?
no.
All right, so you grew up
You
in a
just
white
went out there.
neighborhood. You went to a white school. What happened?
I went to schools that had everything.
So
So,
In New York?
but yes, on
In
Long
New
Island.
York.
In Long Island.
all right,
Okay, well,
because you keep
yeah, Long
mentioning
Island
this
is-
brown skin,
Mm-hmm.
this brown
Because
skin
that's a
thing.
big thing with society.
No, no,
Society
no.
looks at it like this.
Why are
That's
you
If
a Long
worried?
a
Island
Why are you worried about society?
That's a Long
because
Island
these
thing,
are
though.
comments that I have to hear.
Yeah, that's a
You-
Long Island
all
thing.
right.
Like,
What-
listen to this. If a light skin or any nationality other than black chick has short hair, she's considered a chick with short hair. If she's brown skin or
That's
dark
crazy.
skin, she's considered a bald bee.
That's crazy. I don't even know how to answer that.
Yeah, no.
That's different.
I'm trying to figure.
I don't know.
You heard this actually?
That's Long Island, man.
You heard?
Yes.
That's Suffolk County.
Women just assume that they're attractive because they have long hair.
People say I got a type.
You got a type?
That's what they say.
I
What's
got
your
a type
type?
too.
Light skin,
Long hair.
long hair.
That's his type.
Okay, that's
You know
your
what I mean?
type.
But that's not necessarily
But
true.
you don't-
I mean,
But that's what you like, though. That's
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
like.
they
That's
say
what
that's
you
what-
like.
You can like whatever you want as
Yeah.
long as you're not putting anybody down.
that's
Right,
a fact.
That's,
no,
that's
I don't.
what it is.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I think you. I
I've
think
dealt
you
with a
work-
lot of different women.
I think you worry about society too much of what they think about you. I'm gonna tell you something. When you walk in that room, and your head is held up high, and you're the super person that you are with inside yourself, they're gonna adapt to you, not you
Yes,
adapt to them.
Exactly.
It's a fact.
I feel like
You know what I'm
society
saying?
can only, like,
Can't dictate who you
yeah,
are.
like
Right.
we would have to allow that. Like if
Yeah.
you walk in a space and you know who you are, you know your value, you know you're beautiful. Like no one can tell you otherwise.
100%.
Nobody can tell you otherwise. I'm looking at both of y'all. Y'all both gorgeous ladies to
Check
me right
you
now.
out.
Thank you.
Thank
No,
you.
no,
Thank you.
No. All jokes aside, this is real talk.
Relax.
It's like I noticed a lot of women who happen, in my eyes, who happen to be gorgeous, who looks damn near just pretty or whatever the case may be, always got a hang up, and I don't understand why. And the worst hang up is that they be insecure about how they are and what they are, what they look like. And that shouldn't even be going down like that, because when you walk through, let me tell you something. What you put out there in the atmosphere is what comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put out some weak vibes, some insecure vibes and stuff like that, that's all
Law.
that's going to come back attacking you,
It's called the law
If
of
you-
attraction.
right? If you put out that vibe of, yo, excuse me, I'm going to curse. Fuck this shit. I'm the shit. Ain't nobody above me. I'm going to walk like I walk. I'm going to do what I do.
Okay.
And then they going to have to follow you.
That's
With these songs, what is it? I got a bad light skin from the valley, or I want a real love, dark skin and unveiled love. Where do you think that comes from?
That's,
He said,
ignorance.
self-hatred.
self-hatred.
You know what I mean? That's
we gotta
self-hatred.
stop. We gotta stop hating ourselves, man. We are the most beautiful people on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
You got that melanin.
Yeah,
You be in the sun all day.
black don't crack. We age gracefully. You understand what I'm saying?
Tell them.
We do that. We
Talk to 'em.
do what we do. That's what we are. We beautiful people. That's how you gotta walk through this earth. Stop worrying about the society, man. Society don't run your life. Society ain't paying your bills.
That's a fact.
You working, you paying your bills.
100%.
You don't let nobody who don't pay your bills, who don't buy you nothing, who don't pay for your rent, who don't take care of you, bother you. If they
And
not
even
doing
then,
that,
no, but
yeah.
but that's
Yeah. Even then.
that's not good advice because you telling if that person takes care of you, then you gotta be
No,
obedient.
I'm not
Nah,
saying that.
yeah.
I'm not
But
saying
that's how
that.
it sounds.
Yeah,
Obedient.
Yeah,
I'm
you know
not
what I'm
saying that.
But that's
what
how it
I'm
sounds.
Yeah, okay, then I'm going to clarify that. What I'm saying is, you are in charge of your own life.
Don't compromise yourself.
Don't
anymore.
compromise yourself for no one. You know what I'm saying? You know what you like. If you're a decent and good person on the inside, then you walk that way. If somebody can't accept who you are, fuck them.
Shout out to Tiny.
Period.
You know what I mean? And it's real talk. I'm telling you, this is real talk. Once you get that chip off your shoulder, this brown thing, this black thing, you gotta get that off your. You gotta get that.
Well,
off.
I'm not saying that's me personally. It was me when I was growing up, but
But you still bringing it
It was
up.
an experience.
that,
Well,
that's
there are people-
that's what's going on in
Yeah,
society.
And there are
Yeah.
women and people out there who do need to hear. Like that's the purpose of
The
you know
show.
us using our voice and speaking and
That's what I'm
shining
talking
light
about.
on that.
Right.
Mhm.
From experience, because you're speaking from experience.
'Cause you out here
And I
giving
still
the-
see
you
it.
out here giving
I still
advice.
see, light skin is right skin.
Yeah.
Team light
Shout out to
skin.
Consequence because Cons did say that on TV, and it was crazy. Light skin is the right skin. Yeah, he got a lot of
A lot of
flack
feedback,
for that.
yeah, a lot of
flack
feedback.
for that. He lost a
Tyra
lot of
Banks
people.
did a full episode about dark skinned women bleaching their skin because they wanted to be lighter.
These beauty supply stores definitely have that on display, the skin lightening, and people are investing in it.
I can't
That's crazy.
stand that, man. I really, I don't like the women that gotta go out there and get the fake butts, the fake everything.
yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't care for that either.
No front.
Huh?
You like the couple Instagram models. Don't sit there and lie.
That's all they are, is Instagram models.
Yeah, I know. You like
me
it.
going-
You out here
yo,
lying for y'all. He like
I'm
to
not.
get-
I'm not lying.
Right
I'm
now,
dead
if I
ass.
show him, like, yo,
I'm
look at
dead
that. He
ass.
like, yeah,
Nah.
hold on. No, he
I
stopped.
mean, if it look
Well,
nice, it
if
looks
it looks
nice. but
nice.
I
That's what I
don't
was
like
thinking.
it.
But
If it look
You know,
nice,
if it
right?
look
if
nice,
it looks nice, he
nice.
just prefers.
Yeah, I
natural.
just don't like the fake booty in any of that.
I'm just like, what is it doing to your health?
I'm sure it feels
That's a
different.
fact because it's
What
a
are
lot.
they injecting you with, and how's that going to affect you long term?
You see
No,
what
'cause you
K.
gotta
Michelle's
keep-
going
You got to
through.
You gotta
maintain
keep
it.
getting it, right? Like keep getting the injections every few months or something. Or
Yeah,
weeks.
something.
Yeah, my ex had work done on her body. That's when I kind of knew, like, yo, nah, you not serious because I ain't had no kids at the time. I'm like, yo, why you snipping and tucking? Why you putting in silicone and then with that stuff, you got to maintain that. That's a rich person's thing. They got to take that stuff out and put a new one in every like 10 years or something like that.
So she did that while you guys were together.
Yeah,
She
when
went
we
and
was
got.
together. I treated her like she came home wrapped like a mummy. I'm like, yo, why would you do that? We talking about having a kid and all that, because you know what you do that money that you
Affects
spend
everything.
Yeah,
is ruined.
you can't
now.
breastfeed.
Yeah, you can't do nothing. So once I started seeing that, I was like, damn, maybe she ain't, you know what I'm saying, ready for what I'm ready for. You know what I mean? Now, this was like about 10 years ago. You know what I mean? This was a person that I really, really, really cared about and I loved. He know for sure. Like, I really
didn't
cared
know
about this person.
I didn't know about the body work.
Yeah,
though.
oh, damn. Well, at least this ain't televised live. No,
I
let
know,
me stop.
right?
How did that affect you being like intimate with her, and like how did she?
Oh, no, they ain't stopped nothing. Like, man, my man was still like, all right, man, let's go. I was, she
So
was
she
like, yeah, you
felt
act like you
natural
don't have.
still, just
Yeah,
enhanced?
she did.
Okay.
And my man was like, hey, man. I was like, man. She was like, you act like you never had none before. So what?
Oh.
You should be happy. Because if I wasn't like that, then you'd think I'm out there
Doing
slaying
something
everything
dirty.
like a
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah, doing some
That's
dirt.
Like a chicken.
Like a chicken.
Did she let you know
Nah, she let me
before
know.
she did it?
Nah,
Like,
she
I'm
let
gonna
me
get
know
this
before
done.
she did it. It was insecurity on her part. You know what I mean? Like
And she didn't have nothing to
she
be
didn't,
insecure
yeah, she didn't
about.
have nothing to be insecure about, but it was just insecurity.
Well,
on her
that's
part.
your opinion. You know, she could feel something different about
Nah,
herself.
I mean,
And
to
then how do you
me,
support her when she's feeling that way?
But
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
though, if it's that's her man. That's the only one she should be worried about on who he's looking at her.
and she was a beautiful woman. I'm
She's
talking about beautiful, drop dead gorgeous. You see her,
Gorgeous.
you like, damn.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So you got to remember that, yo, we not mind readers sometimes. Y'all be thinking we mind readers and everything like that. We're not mind
No,
readers. Sometimes you got
communication.
to talk and you got to bring it out for us to reciprocate.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what? Now thinking back, because when I had first met her, right? I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a whole
Alright.
bunch
Get
of likes.
into
on
it.
that.
Get into
Break
it.
down.
Tell you, I'm
Let's
gonna break
go.
it down. Yeah, listen. Like you never know what a person is going. Well, you know what a person is going through sometimes. I think at that time when I met her, I was probably like her guardian angel because she had just lost her mother.
Yeah, her mother
She
just
lost her
passed
mom
away, right?
to cancer, and this was like probably like 3 months in to when you know what I mean. I done got caught in the whirlwind. I'm going to funerals, all of this stuff within a 6-month period, like, and she never really had her time to really grieve. You know what I mean? And I think that her doing all of that stuff to her body was a way for her to, like, I don't know, get past whatever happened, you know, with her and her mom, you know, just trying to get over whatever happened in her life. And after a while, it just seems like once everything kind of set in and, you know, she kind of got over with her mom, she just started doing all the stuff that she wanted to do that she couldn't do before her mom passed away. You know what I mean? Because she was always caring for her mother. So I kind of think she always wanted to do something like that, but probably never did it because she was afraid of what her mom would think. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it was a wild situation, man. And then, you know, we grew apart. You know, and what I think, right, because she was hung up over me as well, but I think when she really felt confident to move on was when she broke up with me. Then there was no turning back after that. Because once you ended on your terms, you're like, all right, good, I got rid of him. So now it ain't no looking back. You know what I mean? But when it was like a mutual thing, we would always come back to each other. You know what I'm saying? And we did that for like 3 years. But then the last time was like, yeah, that was it. But then what was so crazy is like years later, when I had my son, it was boo-hooing and crying. I'm like, yo, where was all of this like 7 years ago? You know what I mean?
I thought you was supposed to have a baby with me.
Word the mother. You know what I mean? So it's just weird, man. But, you know, that was just my little experience. When they break up with you, that's when they ready to move on and be like, I'm good.
That's when
But
the
if you
woman's
didn't
fed
end it
up.
on your terms, you going to be like, damn.
Oh yeah.
You know about that, right?
Yep. Cat and mouse.
The more you chase, the more they run.
Yeah.
Do you like to be chased like
Yeah, 'cause
that?
she real
Yeah,
quiet.
I just seen the smile.
He got
Do you
excited.
Like, do you like when they chase after you like that? You do.
I do.
Oh my God.
And then she
Y'all
run.
is sick for that. Y'all women are sick.
No.
for
Well,
that.
you need some type
That's
of.
old woman.
Well, do you want
That's
somebody
old
that's
woman.
too easy?
Nah, not at all.
All right
When you
then.
Get
So
them,
there
you
you,
like,
there you
I only
go.
got your ears.
I don't know. I don't like
fact.
to chase. I don't like to chase. However,
You do like to be
if you
chased.
need to step your ish up, you need to step your ish up and meet me at the energy and vibration and level that I'm at.
Boy.
Good point.
You
You gotta keep
I'm
growing.
not, yo, no, good point. Strong J on that. But
Okay.
you still like to be chased.
That strong J.
You
Boy.
still like to be
She
chased, though,
got all
right?
the joints and all that. I didn't see that the other day.
I mean, it's commitment.
Mm-hmm.
If you're showing up, show up. Like
Okay.
if it's a championship game, like
Boy.
all right, how you showing up on the court?
Tell me.
Now,
How much
give me
you
an
average?
example. Give me an example.
How much
on
points you
meaning,
average?
Yo, give me an example on meaning when that guy got to show up.
Can you repeat that?
Give me an example of what do you mean by him. All right, yo, you got to step your game up.
Oh, okay. First of
Oh,
all,
boy.
I'm big on the foundation of just like self-love.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to love yourself so that we can, just share love in a healthy way. So just working on yourself, like working towards transformation and growth, and with you showing up for yourself first and foremost, then like you like the guy would have to just like bring that same energy into our relationship so that we can also grow together.
Right.
So working on things like being consistent in communication and, you know, being patient when it comes to working through those breakdowns. Because, go ahead.
No. See, that's, look, here's the problem. Okay, let me give you a scenario real quick. Every day, I go to work. I go on lunch break this time. I call you every day that I'm on my lunch break at this particular time.
No, you don't have to do that.
Don't do that.
Yo, listen.
But then they start expecting that
Yo,
all the time.
Absolutely.
And once you stop
whatever
doing that,
whatever repetition thing that he do that's on time, all the time, every time, whatever, the second that he don't do, what he usually do?
Step out?
Not step out.
Oh.
Like,
you're going to think that.
You're going to think something crazy. Like, wait a minute. He usually called me about this time. Why he didn't call me this time?
I mean, if you're insecure, if you're a confident person.
It don't got nothing to do
yes,
with insecure.
Yes, it does. Because why are you thinking that? It could be, there's so many different possibilities that it can be. So why does your mind automatically go to, oh, he's with someone?
It don't have to be automatically he's with someone. Like you said, it can be an emergency. Yeah. He can be in the hospital laid up. Mm-hmm. He could be somewhere. Yeah. But because he didn't call like the way he called, you go in worry mode. Like, wait a minute. This is not him. This is something that's not normal. Hold on. Let's find out. You know what I'm saying?
I think it depends.
I throw in a little split.
I'm not so like I think space is like healthy.
I do too.
So I'm not all up on anybody's clocking them like, and I don't like that either. I don't like that. It's not healthy because then like worry, fear, anxiety, stress, all those things do not contribute or benefit your relationship.
No, not at all. Nope. And I agree with you.
I used to throw in a little bit of cologne. Oh, where you going? Damn, I can't go outside, smell good. Like, goddamn. Telling you, boy, it's rough out here.
I feel that every woman should have their me time. Mm-hmm. Me time. I do not want to talk to a woman who don't have no friends.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's just that's something.
That's
except
deep.
for you, right? You'd be her only friend.
And if you are the only friend, guess what? You're gonna be her only friend she does everything with. And sometimes I think as a couple, y'all need to have a little part time to come back to really enjoy what you have. Mm-hmm. You know, not get away from me. No, go enjoy yourself with your friends, have fun, whatever. We get back together. It's about us.
Definitely. Yeah.
So while we're on the insecure subject, do y'all think posting your partner on social media often shows a sign of insecurity?
No.
Not at all.
Like if a woman is putting up a picture every other day of her boyfriend saying, my man crush every day, he's so fine, look what I got. Or
somebody showing appreciation for you. You know what I mean? It's only in today's society people put so much stock into social media. This generation is just wild with social media.
Now it's official or it's true love if y'all put each other in your bios.
I don't.
Then you got people that want to go follow her, see her pictures. Right. Like, oh, what the?
I don't believe.
Some people want that. Yeah. Like some people love when other people find their partner attractive.
Yeah.
No.
People.
No, that
people want to see that.
That's I like that. What I don't like is you don't have to post it for everybody to see.
Because then all you doing is attracting
negativity.
Those people. Yeah, because you're going to have somebody that's going to come in and want to wreck what you got. Like
absolutely.
This.
Sometimes.
Be on you like
not
a cheap suit. Like
some people do comment saying, "Oh, y'all are so cute. I'm happy for you."
And that'll be the same one. That'll be like this.
That's what people look for. That's why they post it, for those hearts and those positive comments.
I don't think that's the only reason why people post. I think social media is social media. It's a space for you to connect and be social.
Nah, but when you let social media comes in between your relationship, that's when it's time to get off of social media.
Yeah, for sure. Not only with, like, your life in general.
Social media is a way to escape everyday reality. So once you get caught up in that matrix of that social media.
What about dating somebody who is married but separated? Is that an issue? Does that...
Wait a minute. Outside the chicken coop?
No. Let's
What?
let's see. It depends on how he's separated. If he's separated in the house, no.
No, if they live
apart. If he's separated and he's out the house, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
On either side.
You want the moral answer or you want the scumbag answer?
The scumbag answer.
Give me what you got.
I mean,
Moral, you married. Like, you done went before God and took vows to be with the rich and poor, death do you part, and all of that. So, nah, it's never cool that way until it's actually done. Legally.
Now the scumbag way.
Now, the scumbag way is, hey, man, listen, man. If you want to be happy and that person isn't making you happy and you feel like you got to do what you got to do, then do what you got to do.
Yeah, go for that.
You know what I mean?
divorce.
But the moral way, you don't play with marriage. You know what I'm saying? You don't play with marriage. That's spiritual. That's religious.
That's a whole, like, spiritual
That's a
law.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you don't play with that. You know what I mean?
Agreement.
I disagree with that.
I mean, you went to church, before
yeah,
God.
but,
You done
all right,
got people
but-
coming to church
But
for
how
your
many
behalf.
But how many times you gonna do that?
You're only supposed to do it once.
No, I know that.
With the person that
but
you
then
really
got-
want to die
all right, let
with.
me give you, for instance, J-Lo.
Well,
right?
they celebrities. That's
Halle
what they
Berry.
do.
No,
they
what
grew
I'm
up
saying
in
is-
Hollywood.
Yeah,
That's
but what
the
I'm
life that
saying
they
though,
live.
how
They live
many
the
times
scumbag
you
life.
gonna do that?
But they live that scumbag life.
You got people that never got married that are still together for 40, 50 years
That's
right now,
cool.
opposed to people that
They-
did get married
they never
and they
got-
got married 4 or
But
5
they never,
times.
but they never went before God. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, it's like a whole different aspect when you go into church and you got a pastor.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you take it to that level, that's something that you can't renege on. You know what I mean? You can't renege on
But
that.
the people are reneging every day.
Well,
But
that's-
even if they're on the
people that-
verge of getting divorced, like if you're separated and
well,
y'all
at least
moved
do
out,
it. At least respect the vow that you took to do it the right way. You did it the right way to get in that situation. Do it the right way to get out of it.
Well, let me say something. So
Uh-huh.
everything is within agreement.
Uh-huh.
So when you like take your vow
Uh-huh.
and you go into agreement
Uh-huh.
with getting married because it's on paper,
Mhm.
why can't you still verbally or just create your own written agreement or verbal agreement with your partner?
You can, but at least do it the right way. Make sure that it's severed. Like, you gotta go to court and
That is
get
like-
papers signed and all of that. Like, do it the right way.
Think about
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Think about it.
What? But the whole thing is
No,
not
I
to
get
get
what you're
married.
saying.
Hold
It's
on,
the
hold
whole
on,
thing
no.
is like, don't
No,
get married
no,
if
no,
you're not
hold on,
sure.
hold on.
Because a
So,
lot of people get married for the wrong
listen,
reasons.
I go get married in the church, married in the pastor. Everything I'm doing
Uh-huh.
under God. Why I gotta go to court to sign papers to get a divorce or get married? Why I gotta go to court?
Because it's a
Yeah,
legal
that's
agreement.
that's
It's
how
a
I
legal
look at it.
agreement.
No,
In our
no.
It's a
world.
legal
No,
agreement.
our
no,
world.
I'm just saying. Nah, honestly,
why-
think about that. Think about that.
So when
Why
when
it can't
when
be
she
an
split-
agreement?
They want to get paid.
No, exactly.
Let's
When
talk
she-
about it.
Let's go.
Let's talk
When
about
she
it.
split, when she split, the law is gonna be in her favor, right? And she gonna own half of everything you got, right?
Unless
So
you get her to
that's
sign a
why.
prenup.
Nah, well,
No, good luck
you
with
have-
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, unless you get her to sign a
Exactly. So,
prenup.
but that's what I'm saying. You got to do all of this stuff.
But what
to
I'm
get
saying,
and why do
listen,
women always have to sign prenups? Why
I
can't
mean-
it be the other way around?
It was the
can
other
be.
round. There's a couple of
You
couples
gotta be
out
on
there
that type
with
of
the other
time,
ways
though.
around.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
both
Mary J
people.
should have signed a prenup,
Ooh.
but no disrespect though. But she should have signed
I remember my ex
Prenup.
telling me that. Like, yo, if we was to ever get married, would you have a problem signing a prenup? I said, absolutely not.
Yeah.
For real. Because
Me
I know
neither.
my
Well,
worth. I know what
hey.
I'm bringing to the table. I know what my future holds. I don't want nothing that you got. I was never the type of guy that wanted a woman to take care of me.
Let's talk about it.
I
That's
was
a great
never
topic,
to me,
actually.
I felt like dudes that depended on women to take care of them and pay for them for everything is lame. You know what I mean?
I
that's,
agree.
That's how I
I
grew.
agree.
I always grew up like,
Right.
I don't
It-
mind
well-
gifts,
well, it
but I don't want to
depends.
be pampered by a lady.
Wait, say that
Really?
again. You don't.
Yeah,
You don't
I'm
like
not
women who.
pampered, but I don't want to feel like
You're
I'm taking
dependent on her,
advantage
like
of
that
her.
Oh, yeah, I'm
codependency.
dependent, yeah.
But hold on, why is codependency a bad thing?
no,
It's not.
It's not a bad thing.
I know what he's talking
But it's
about.
I
too.
know
I feel
dudes
the
out
same
there
way.
that live off of women. Like,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
look at
Oh.
you like, yo, come on, fam. Like, you're not a man. I just look at
Wait,
you
wait,
like
hold
you're
up. What
not
was
a real
that
man.
look?
Oh yeah, what
I
was
feel
that?
like I've
look?
heard a couple stories over here.
Yeah,
from
I just feel like you
guys.
gotta be-
I already
man.
admitted that I've been
Yeah.
guilty of
Yeah, that's
doing
not a
too
real man
much
to me.
for-
That's not a
for
real man to
people
me.
I shouldn't have.
Where do you draw the line?
What?
Can we talk about where we set that I don't want to say boundary, but like where you make it clear that like, okay, you need to meet me here. Like, how do you know how much to give before? I think you asked us maybe earlier about
There's
like,
no limit on what you give if you really care about a person. I give great gifts.
No,
It's
see-
no limit on what you do.
No,
like,
but
if you
I-
love
I
somebody,
agree.
There's no limit.
But I think she's asking from a point of view of a low life. Of a person that's just
I can't
Yeah,
speak on
we
it,
got to
'cause
speak to everyone.
Well, I ain't on that.
You
You
know
know what I
what I
mean?
mean?
I can't speak on that level.
You
Like,
know,
Well,
that
did
low
you
life
start,
level.
where did you started from here and now you're here, right?
Uh-huh.
So you got, I mean, I'm sure you can like share some type of like in regards to your journey and just like that level up and maybe when you didn't have so much.
well,
you should not be
Yeah.
feeling like a man if you got a woman taking care of you and you're not doing anything.
I always had a job.
I spoke about that in another episode also, but it's okay if, like, say you had your stuff together in the beginning and something happens, you get into a car accident, whatever, you lose your car, and she's helping you get back on your feet in the meantime, as long as you're working to get back on your feet. But
that's
if
a
you
fact.
were a bum from the
Yeah,
beginning,
yeah.
you're not even trying to do better,
You ain't trying
which
to-
I've told you
that's-
I've deaded friends for doing that to people.
And where, like I said, you want to know where you draw the line at? Is when you start compromising yourself. Right? When you start saying to yourself, damn, I usually don't do this. Why am I doing this? You understand what I'm saying? And then this fool ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
That's when you got to be like, yo, you know what? That's where I draw the line at.
Yeah, I done seen a lot of women do that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Breadcrumbing.
That's a form of low self-esteem. You know what I mean?
And let me do it on the flip side. I don't like broke ass women looking
that's
for
a
rich
fact.
ass men.
What you told me? What you told me? If I see somebody at the bus stop,
Keep on
keep
moving.
on driving. Like, boy. That's a fact. Keep on
That's
driving.
interesting. I never heard that from a guy's point of view because
What?
me, for the longest time, I was only attracting people who don't have cars, and it was so frustrating.
Yeah, nah, I can't
No,
get
no,
in my wheels.
no.
Sorry.
See, no. All right. First, you can see a lot of pretty women out there on them bus stops, right?
Keep on
But you,
driving.
but you got to put in your mind like, damn, why is she walking? What's going on? Do I want to deal with this? What do she got up? You know, it's a whole lot of questions that go with that, and you got to watch yourself. What I don't like to hear broke ass women talking about, I don't want no broke ass man.
Mhm.
Come on, what kind of bullshit is that?
Buy me this.
Buy me
don't
this.
ask.
No.
That's
listen,
the worst thing you could do.
Listen,
now.
you get
Really?
Yeah, don't ask me for nothing.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
I can't make a request. I
No,
can't.
no,
I
no, no,
can't
no. If we in
ask
a
you,
no, no,
like-
no,
No,
If we-
hell no.
No, if we in a committed relationship, like, all right, babe, can you? All right,
Let me
but
tell you-
if we just dating and
No.
So, what is an example of
Hold
her
on,
asking
I'm
for too? What would be too much?
No. Let me
Like,
give you an example. I just met you right now, today.
Okay.
Cool, we talking. A week later, yo, you think you can buy me a phone? No.
oh yeah, that's some other
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
No.
where's that? Where they do that?
No.
Yeah, where they
Too
do
And
much.
they do that. And they do that today. No.
I don't particularly like materialistic women.
Meaning,
You know
like
what I mean?
I don't like them
I
doing
really
What,
don't.
like Chanel bags?
Yeah, I'm not.
Bro-
I'm not
Birkin
with all that.
bags.
Don't
what
get
is
me
it?
wrong. I don't mind buying it, but if that's what you live for, on you,
I went,
like nah,
I went on
because
a-
you'll never be satisfied.
Yeah.
The new one is out. Can you get me? Like what?
All right, now I went on a date with this girl. Just met her. Right? So we go walking through Fifth Avenue or something like that.
Boy, there you go.
Right.
You set yourself up.
No, we just
Fifth
walking
Ave.
around, we browsing. All of a sudden, we see the DKNY store. Right? I didn't know nothing about DKNY at this time, so we walk in. She see the sneakers she likes, and she goes, "I want you to buy me those." That was a turn off right there. That was a turn off. You want me to buy you what? I want you to buy you those. I look. Them shits is $350. You want me to buy you
yeah.
this?
That's
nah.
nothing now.
I gotta
How-
put you.
what year was
listen, this is
Last
96.
year.
Not even 96. This is like
Wow.
94.
So they was 350
Like
back
94,
then.
yeah,
Oh
94.
God, that's a whole band and a half now.
Right, absolutely. So I didn't like her doing that,
that.
and I asked her.
She said 350.
She said to me, "Why?" I said, "Yo, I don't know you like that. Yo, you telling me make me feel like you a gold digger. That's all you want me to buy you stuff. You just don't ask me like that. I got a kind heart. If I'm feeling you and we together or whatever the case may be, I give you the world. Just let me give it to you. If you keep asking for me, I'm going to think differently. You know, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I've
you
never
really-
been a money hungry person. I can't stand people that are just all about working all the time, all about money. You can always get money back, but not time. I mean,
a fact.
enjoy your life. You don't got to be all fancy and stuff all the time. But ladies, please do not come out the house with a bonnet or a scarf on your head.
Boy.
That is not attractive. I don't care if you need to throw
What if it's
some
stylish?
gel.
And it matches
No,
your outfit.
no,
Yeah,
no. Throw some gel on. Throw.
But-
I don't know.
I
Brush
like,
it.
I like a girl
Hold
that
up,
definitely
hold up.
coordinates and make herself
Listen,
look good coming
listen.
outside.
Some
I
of the
love that
girls that
shit,
be
though,
up in
the
the
bun.
bonnets be looking right.
The
though.
bonnet?
Whatever you call it.
When you
you
wrap
Bonnets
your
or
hair with the
scarves
bands,
Oh, no,
or-
no. Okay,
When you
the
pin your
scarf,
hair up,
yeah.
I'm talking about the bonnet that
The
you
head wrap,
sleep
those are
in,
nice.
Oh,
or
no.
the scarf.
that you
Like,
sleep
No, you
on.
talking about
No.
like the
When you wrap
it
your
looks
hair?
like a shower cap.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them girls be
I
looking
like it.
sexy in there.
Yeah.
Yo,
I like-
let me
I
tell you
like that.
something.
I like
I'm
when
gonna
girls
give
do
you
that.
some jewels, whatever. Sometimes
All
men,
natural.
yeah, some men likes to see a woman out of their element, like really not dolled up, but looking as real as they can be.
do.
And if they look good that way,
Yeah.
that's more of a turn on than somebody coming out all made up and everything.
But you
Yeah,
can
I hate-
still
I hate
come out
that. That's
decent. Like,
another
look,
thing.
okay,
I
look.
hate-
I have a 3-year-old
That's a
child,
strong word.
and
You
I
hate
managed to
what?
come out
Hella
looking
makeup.
Like this.
Hold
I
on.
got up so you can see me.
Hey,
I have
okay.
a
Hold on, don't let me
3-year-old
have to
child.
pull
I
out a
managed
dollar.
Oh
to
shoot, we about to do it.
looking
Hold
like
on.
this, okay? I'm not too fancy, but I'm not, dressed down either. I have a
Side.
decent shirt on, stretchy pants,
wanna go.
and jeans.
Uh-huh.
And
Look
I
on
have
camera
makeup
real
on,
quick.
some lipstick.
No, you don't.
And I told you, like, I have a 3-year-old child. I mean,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
out the
yeah,
house,
You
yeah.
turn
be
kind of
good.
fast there, You got to do it slow.
I have on my shoe. It's African.
There we
Yes,
go.
I already know what time it is.
She doing her
Boy,
thing.
Mushoot, alright? Yeah. Alright?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
But see, you don't gotta be
Nah, but I ain't gonna
carrying
front.
around.
I hate when, and this is no disrespect. I don't like when women wear a whole lot of makeup. I don't. A couple women done messed my shirt up, hugging me
Yeah.
like, yo, what the
I mean,
fuck my whole night
Yeah.
up now? Like, what the, you know what I'm saying? I can't stand that. And,
Yeah.
my ex, she didn't wear makeup like that. But when she did, oh my God, man, she looked like a whole different person. I'm like, God damn.
I can understand, like, because some women like myself, right?
Yeah.
I don't wear makeup every day.
Uh-huh.
So when I go out, I want to get dressed. You know what I mean? I want to put a little makeup on. It's art. It's expression.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
yes.
So
Yes.
I'm trying to
Man, I
figure
don't say
out.
I don't
I
hate
can't-
it, but I just see a whole bunch of it.
Listen. When you put on the makeup where I don't recognize you, that's the problem.
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Problem.
I done seen
Yeah.
people with a whole new face. Like, yo,
Yeah, like wait a minute, that's
What?
a clown. That's a clown.
boy, yo,
Straight up, that's a clown. Sometimes all you need is just that little bit of
Yeah.
darkening on your eyes, just
Yes.
a little bit on your lips.
Nice
and
little
that's
lipstick.
it. That's
You know what
all
I'm
you
saying?
need.
Little eyeshadow. You know
Like
what I mean?
little go. You know how
the
they
brows.
say less
People
is
come out
more.
with just the brows
Right?
done.
You know how they say
Yeah.
less is more. Less is more.
Less is
That's
definitely
just
more.
what it is.
I love it though. I mean, I love all women. Tell you the truth. But,
Me
you
too.
know, I just,
I got my
thing, man.
type though.
Okay.
Let me tell you my type. My type is chemistry now.
Boy.
It's
Talk
chemistry.
about it.
I don't care how good you look. If the chemistry is not working,
Mm.
so it's got to be that chemistry.
That
It's got
flow.
to be. It's got to be like when we together. I can feel that connection, that chemistry about you, and everything like that, and we can both feel each other. That's my type.
It takes,
When
some
I
time. It
got
takes time though.
Yeah, it takes
Takes
time
time.
to get there.
I feel like, you know what I
'Cause everybody
realized?
got their guards up at
Exactly.
You
That's what I'm
know?
about to say.
Yeah, you
that
know,
that
yeah.
affects everything. Like, but when you're open, and you're vulnerable, and you're coming from a space of love and intention,
Yeah,
like I feel like you can flow with honestly anyone, like anyone who's open like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we do walk around with our guards, but if you share love, you receive love.
absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Oh,
all
shoot.
about chemistry and everything now, because with everybody wearing masks, so you don't know what you really
It's a
getting
fact.
into.
Yo, it's a
But
I seen the most
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
women
Oh yeah, and I ain't
be
gonna front.
ugly.
Huh? What?
You know what I'm saying? I seen the most
Inside?
beautiful women
Be
yeah,
ugly.
be
Oh,
ugly.
for sure.
As
It's
soon
a
as
whole
they
bunch of
open
them
up
out
their
there.
mouth, it was like, yo, I couldn't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I
Sheesh.
couldn't. No, I can't fuck with you. You too nasty for me. Like, and personality wise, like, yo, why you so mad at the world like that? Why you so
yes, that's a
ugly?
turn off for me. I mean, it's okay to
me
live
ask
a
you a
little
question.
aggressively, but do it with a purpose. I can't stand chicks that are all this all the time.
Right,
and,
right,
You know,
absolutely.
but I love when women defend themselves and stand up for what's right, but do it without the extra.
So let me
I hate
ask
to
y'all
use
a
the
question.
word, but ratchetness.
Let me ask y'all a question. Would you ever tell a man, in order to get married to them, you gotta have a certain style ring?
No.
No.
I don't
I
care
think
about
that's
that.
stupid
All
too.
I need is a little crystal, like a
What?
quartz or something.
Wow.
Like, yeah,
Damn.
that's what I want. I want a crystal.
Sheesh. I
So-
feel super whack because just to go back to the ask,
Right.
my ex, she's like, well, we getting married. I don't want nothing less than 2.5 carats. Okay. I really
Well,
cared
It looks
about
good.
it.
It
Nah,
looks good.
I not, you know how I cared about it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, all right, 2.5 carats, all right, cool.
Well, they do say you're supposed to spend at least 3 months' salary on
This
an
is what I'm
engagement
saying.
ring.
So
Who said that?
I got the
Yeah.
2.5.
Society.
Who said
Where's
that?
that written in stone?
Society.
That's what I'm talking
But I
about.
did
Society
that.
again.
But I did that.
Right.
Like I did it because I was like, you know what? She's worth it. I care about her. 2.5 carats, no problem. I got it.
That's love.
Do y'all feel like you should get the ring back after y'all
Oh,
split?
you already know. I could show you it.
Ooh, pawn.
What?
Oh, you have it
You got it
still?
in your pocket?
You gonna give it to next?
Nah,
And,
hell
and,
no.
and he could have
I
took her
ain't
to
gonna-
court
I
and
ain't
sued to
gonna-
get it back too.
I ain't gonna
and
go to
win.
the next.
Why do you want it back?
Once you get because you ain't
It's
gonna,
like, yo,
you, ain't gonna
you
live
made a
off of
special
this.
request.
Yeah.
It ain't what I was like, all right, let me just go. You say, yeah, you want 2.5. So I, as a man, I did it because, yo, that's what you want. You gonna get that, queen.
Didn't
Once you
Quavo-
show me the other side, I was like, oh, nah, you don't deserve that.
Was it Quavo who took he got
Yes.
his Bentley back from
Yes,
Sweetie?
took it right back. I'm like
the
George
middle of the
Jefferson,
night?
mad petty. Yup.
Yeah.
I'll be Richard Petty. Yes, I'll
So-
be that guy. I took it right back. Let me
He's
get that.
entitled to it.
Yes.
So
I'm
what
sure his name
facts?
was on it.
what is your type?
Yeah.
What is both of y'all?
Let's say it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, asked us
I
a lot of
don't-
questions, and we getting long
I don't have. I
time.
told you I don't have a type. I'm open to ladies and guys.
Well,
Shout out to
and
you.
I don't. I mean, I have turnoffs.
What's that?
I can't stand when people, ladies or guys, every dude is the N word and women are
Oh,
bees.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't do that.
We
We are
spoke about
queens
that.
and
Queens.
kings.
Goddess.
Listen,
There we go.
I refuse to call a woman the B word.
Yo, you cutting into
Mhm.
their time, man. Both of them supposed to answer.
I'm sorry about that, K-Slay. Like
Yeah.
I said, I refuse to do
drama
that.
Good. I mean,
to do
that, I don't address somebody like that. But I
I
mean,
can't do
sometimes
it.
sometimes it happens when somebody get out of line.
Yeah, when they get mad.
But
That's
No,
the new,
no,
that's
my
the new
girls
generation,
are
though.
not-
That's the
Yeah.
young fellas. The
I
young
still
fellas
don't like
really
it.
be on that.
what
type
if?
of
What
stuff.
about the term bad B?
I mean, if you say it, that's on you. If
I
you
hear
say it,
women
that's you.
address each other that way.
Yeah.
What if your
yeah.
man is like, you look like a bad, but it's not like in
Nah,
any.
he's whack.
Mm,
Okay.
He's
I don't
whack.
like
yeah,
that
that's
either.
some TV music industry.
Some rap music.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
he listened
that's-
to too much of
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
But
he
what was
listened
your?
too
You
much.
didn't answer. She answered.
No, she didn't finish.
No,
Yes, I did.
Yes, she did.
So my turnoffs, I don't like B's and N's.
Yeah.
I also don't like tattoos. I'm not into those.
Boy.
Oh, wow.
That's
I
not.
don't
What about his character?
Uh,
What is he? How does he need to show up in your life in order for you to be like, you know what, I'm feeling you.
I don't know. I don't think there's a specific answer for that for me.
I think that that's an important question because when we get into that space of feeling like, sometimes we feel like we get taken advantage of. It's because we don't have standards set for ourselves.
Boy, talk about it.
So I definitely think it's important to get as like detailed in identifying what it is that we would like, or not like in a very limited way, but like just an idea of, like you said, things that you do accept, and what, because you said you don't care if like the guy has a car. Did you
I
say
do
that
care.
too?
I said
Oh, you do?
I always attract people who don't have cars.
Okay.
Ladies and guys
So what's y'all standards then?
have a car.
I'm more flexible, I think, with the car thing. Like, if I meet you and you don't have a car, but you're very, like, about you're on your grind and stuff like that, then
Can't be on your
I
grind
need,
without a
like,
car.
maybe I can support you and, like, okay, let's work towards this.
See, I've done that,
Wow.
and it's just after a while it gets too
Amazing.
tiring.
It would have to be a goal, thoal, like, all right,
Because
we
you
got to
was
get
driving them
you.
all over the place. Right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have time for that.
So
and
what
then
they
on top
did-
of that, your relatives are asking me for rides.
No,
and
no.
it's-
What
no,
they
go
did
sit
was
down.
took advantage of you then. That's
Yeah.
what- I'm sorry.
So you were asking if what's the best way for somebody to come into my life? Like, is that what you meant? Like,
Like,
No.
if you have standards, if you have, what were you going to say?
because I was
They
gonna
interrupt.
ask, do y'all think it's important to be friends before lovers?
You
or-
have to. That's important. You
have
have to
to.
know the person. I mean, that love at first sight nonsense is garbage.
Yeah.
I don't
You know what I
think
mean?
so.
It's lust at first sight. Let's keep it a buck. Sometimes you see a person like,
I don't
"God
think
damn."
so.
No, because I
Then
feel
you
like
get
you
to
can have that
then
connection.
you get to know. Sometimes
That
it's
96,
a very small
It can
percent.
fizzle,
that
though.
96 is
Yes,
love at
it can
first
fizzle
sight.
fast if
When
you
you
don't know
don't-
the person.
Yeah, and also when I feel like first of all, the momentum and like the energy is just different when you first meet the person because
course.
that interest is like, okay, I want to talk to him, I want to get to him, I'm attracted to him, but then it's like
Yeah, and then
sometimes
how
I
do
feel
you
like
keep-
it fizzles away because
Yeah, how do you keep it going?
yeah,
How do you keep the fire?
Exactly.
how do you like keep that consistency, that commitment, and I think it's
It's
communication
always
is
like
important.
that, though. Everybody always goes hard and they at their best until they get what they want, and then people.
And That's
Yeah.
why. That's
Back
why
and
I
stuff.
don't say that you're in a relationship till after 6 months, because the first 3 months,
It's a
yo,
feel out period.
everything you happy, everything good. Y'all talking to each other every
Yeah.
day.
And you get comfortable.
Yeah, you
Yes.
comfortable.
Y'all
Then
having the best
fourth
whatever.
month kicking, that's when y'all start having your little disagreements here, or
Nah,
I
not
don't
even
like
that.
Can't
here.
stand when he's
Nah.
over there on his phone
Right,
and he ain't
right.
paying me no attention.
Absolutely, stuff
Oh,
like that.
dog.
And then y'all
Get off
get
of
into
Instagram.
right, absolutely. Then y'all
Oh,
get into
God.
your little
I hate
argument
that.
or something like that.
Like, I'm a busy person. Like
Yeah.
my phone rings. He'll call. Other people call. I got a job. I got 2 phones. So
Okay, but you
one of
gotta-
them
Do you
gonna
let
ring.
your girl
You gotta
answer
prioritize your
either of your
relationship as
phones?
For
well.
what? What does she need to answer my phone for?
Just see what it. Because
So
if
how
you
do
have
you-
nothing to hide,
how do you-
then
but why?
But
nah, I
why
don't-
you gotta?
I'm not
why
getting
you gotta
into that.
feel like you comfortable?
if you're in a bathroom or something and your phone is ringing,
I would
or
never
if
want
you,
to answer my
What?
man's phone. I don't
Yeah,
think.
like,
I don't
nah.
know. Unless
I
it's
won't-
like
I will
know.
not
That's
answer
insecure.
your
Family?
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I will
don't care
not
who's-
answer
If
your
it's
phone.
family,
Your
maybe
phone
like,
ring?
oh hey, and you know their family and their mom. And
If your
yeah.
phone
I will
ring, I'm not
not-
picking it up.
Listen, if it's an emergency, they'll call
call
me back
back.
to back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no, you don't have to answer my phone for you to feel secure.
Hell no.
it's
That
not
means you
about
don't
feeling
trust me.
secure.
Yeah, it's for you to feel secure. That's why you want to answer my
Yeah,
phone.
you don't need to answer my goddamn
I
phone.
think
I'm sorry. Like, nah.
Oh,
I'm dead
He
ass.
really
I'm big on
mean-
that.
he
Because
really
I'm
mean
not
that.
that type of guy. I don't need to answer your phone. I don't care who you talking
I don't like searching
I'm not
nobody's
insecure.
phone.
I
Yeah.
have a question for you.
What's up?
So how do you balance or like how do you create time for your relationship and when you're like, you know, not busy working, answering calls from this person and that?
I'll come home. I'll cook. I do
Ooh.
things. I
Okay,
I
you
do
cook?
things.
That's
Yeah, I
nice.
do things to show. All right, if I'm busy, I'm gonna make sure I do something special to know that I'm always thinking about you. Even though I'm busy, don't think that I don't think about you
That's
while I'm
not
out
enough,
there busy.
though.
Yeah.
No.
I don't wanna
It's
say
not enough. No.
but
I'm just
I'm
saying.
listening.
No. Nah. And then we'll go out. I'll even show my appreciation with gifts.
Do
I'll
you
do
do
whatever.
game nights? Do you do things to
Yes.
like bond and connect? And,
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
See,
I'm a
talk,
big.
I love
I'm a
stuff
big
like that.
person.
I'm a
Game
big
nights
person, like,
and board
and I like
games.
bringing people together. I'm a guy that likes to bring people together.
Yes,
That's why we're
yes,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
he
Yes.
do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one of
Yeah.
them sheltered off guys. I'm a real cool person. Like, I love company. Back before all this coronavirus stuff, man, I would have barbecues all the time, invite people come through.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the type of guy I am. I'm a
Let us
party
know. You
arty
this
type of
summer?
guy.
You gonna have some?
I do all of that.
My
Hell
birthday,
yeah.
Memorial Day,
Hey,
so
we-
let
matter
me
of
know
fact-
Memorial
as a
Day,
matter of fact,
Memorial
we're
Day
doing something for
barbecues.
Memorial.
I'm excited. I know time is ticking.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you men like for your woman to show up for you?
Oh, wow.
Just be respectful to me. Respect me. Like, I'm not saying bow down to me, but just treat me with respect. I don't look for nothing spectacular. Show your love the same way I show my love to you. You know what I mean? Like, show me that you care about me.
What does
You know
that
what I
look
mean?
like in action?
Like in action. Well, in action, you have to whatever. If you know that I like certain things, and I'm not talking about just gift. If I like certain things a certain way, or if I like this type of meal, one day you get up and cook for me. What I don't like is, and I hate to say it, if you can't cook, that bothers me. Yeah, that bothers me.
That bothers everybody.
That bothers me. That bothers the hell out of me because I feel like, you know, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
So even if
There's
she's
many-
good at,
there's many forms of
Over there, man.
nourishment.
Look at that
so even if
stuff
she's
right
good
there.
at
What is she-
everything else, like if she likes to clean, if she's
I mean,
good with the
I'm not saying
kids.
that it's a deal breaker, but to me, it's like, yo, it's we got a world of social media. You go on YouTube, you can find recipes.
Why don't you cook with her? Teach her.
No, I do that too. Like they come and watch. They be trying to steal my secret sauce and everything.
I'm
He said the secret sauce.
Yeah, what I like,
We got a couple minutes, bro.
How she show up. Yeah, I'm gonna break it down real quick, right? It's a ride or die. Like, in other words, she's in tune with making me look bigger than what I actually
said
am.
make you look bigger.
Yeah, like, all right, let me give you a point. All right, let's say we went out to the movies. I told her, yo, I don't have any money to go to the movies and stuff, but I would still like to go to the movies with you. So, all right, let's go. Right? So while we going to the movies, of course, she's paying, but she ain't going to make it look like she's paying. So what she does, she give me the money on the side, and I go and pay.
That little, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you putting me on right now.
No, that's old school.
That's
I
fine.
You heard what he said? She give him the money to get the ticket.
Right.
Oh, man, we got apps for that now. Like,
but what I'm saying, that kind of gesture. No,
Okay.
that kind of gesture.
yeah, that's what's up.
Of saying, like, yo, you know what, you my man, I'm not going to embarrass you like that. What we're going to do this together, and we're going to work this out together, or however it's going to go. So if we're going to go out, because she know, yo, all right, I paid all the bills, I'm broke right now, whatever. Okay, cool. We're going to still go out, but I'm still going to make sure you look like the man that you
about
are.
The biggest thing to do for a man is support whatever they're
He's
in.
doing. Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever that man is doing, support him 110%.
Yeah, don't frown at it.
Word.
Okay, so I have a question. It might be a little different than what we're speaking about, but what are y'all views on deadbeat parents? Do you think it's because of the person you have a baby with, that's why you don't want to be involved in the child's life?
Poor excuse.
Or
That's a
Poor excuse.
because I have heard that people say, you know,
No, poor excuse. You got, you still got some women, because they bitter towards their man, that they won't let them see their kids. Okay, if you going through that, you go through the proper channels. You go to court, get your visitation rights, but you got to put that work in. Poor excuse.
Yeah,
but I'm saying if you don't want to deal with your child's mother or father, because there are deadbeat mothers.
It's no excuse.
No
excuse. And for me, I grew up without my father. You know what I mean? And I always said, if I have kids, I would never do that to my child. You know what I mean? Because growing up, you don't realize how much that means to have your parents in your corner, your father come to your basketball games, teach you how to ride a bike, teach you how to fight. Like, that's very important to kids,
I'm about to
man.
start crying.
Nah, for real. So
Now
I
that
never
is
had
real.
that. I never had that. So I always said, no matter what happens with me and my son, I would never do that to my kid ever. Like, I make sure
I don't
they
understand that. I mean,
everything.
why are you having children
My son
if you
got
don't?
everything. He never gonna want for nothing.
Because they irresponsible. They irresponsible. Period.
Yeah, nah.
There's most of them ain't planning to have kids.
And some of them
But
ain't
they,
men.
Immature.
they,
You know
yeah, they go in there and they do it.
Men. They not men. You know
Did
what
you
I'm
say
saying?
Future?
No, I said they're immature.
They not men.
What I'm
You
saying
know
is
men.
Future. Future got like 10 kids. He got 10
Future,
different
Future,
baby
okay.
mothers.
Again, that's the rap stars.
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about regular people,
Yeah, but
man.
no, regardless of the fact, though, it's still the same scenario. You got 10 damn
It don't matter
different
if you
baby
gotta-
mothers. Where's
yeah.
the respect for you? Come on, where's the respect from you? Put your condom on. Stop having kids out of like that. Come
Some
on.
people, I mean,
Hey.
created to procreate.
That's
My
a
whole
fact,
thing is this, though.
boy.
Like, say
Ow.
you have that co-parent relationship and dynamic, and, sometimes because you have your fallout or your disagreements with the parent of the child, that you start to, you subconsciously resent the child. And you take that out on them, and you treat them a certain
I
way,
ain't with
because
that.
that's real too.
Children
No.
they didn't make the choice to be here. You made the choice to bring them in this world.
But she's right though.
Nah,
you got
but
real,
Kids
you
really
got
experience
real.
But
that.
that's a weak excuse. I can't.
No, it's not an excuse. It's something that you
it's
have to confront.
happening. This is something that's happening.
Yeah, and
You got a woman out there right now that's looking at her son that look like the father she
Yup.
ain't with, talking about,
The
yo, you
reason
know what,
why-
you look just
the reason
like
why,
him.
you know why
And
they,
then- and
you
then
want to
doing
know
it.
why they look like them? Because she ate them while they was in the belly.
well, how do you confront that? How do you
That's
deal
what they
with
say.
that in order
I've
to
heard
That's
like?
what they
that,
say.
You know
but
what
I
I
don't
mean?
know if it's
Huh?
true.
You want to give people how do you navigate through that?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't built that way.
Listen.
I'm not. I can't answer that.
Well,
That's it.
On
Next
next
episode.
episode.
Yeah,
Word to
yeah.
mother.
I'll give you. Next episode we
Word.
will talk about that.
All right.
If I'm invited again, we'll talk about it on next.
I definitely
So-
appreciate y'all.
Yes,
this was
was
cool.
a great
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
thank
The chemistry was real.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah, thank you for joining me, all of you.
Thank you for
Oh, man,
inviting
Thank
us.
you for having
No
me.
problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely look forward to the next.
Mhm.
And thank you all for tuning in.
All right, thank you, everybody. So make sure you continue to follow What Would Zay Say. Keep up, because I'm definitely coming with some more fire.
Where can they
Hey,
follow you? Where can they
okay.
follow you at?
Instagram, and
Instagram
in my
at-
YouTube page. Comment, rate, and subscribe.
At?
What Would Zay Say?
Okay.
At Harmonizing Hill with Sai.
Yeah,
Okay.
at unorganized behavior.
At Steals the Great. At Bars and Hoops. At Bars and Hoops Radio. And at Bars and Hoops Round Ball Classic on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.